Right, so today we've come all the way south from Gairloch to Carloch Alsh, across the Skye Bridge, up past Portree, and now we're in Ugg, I think that's how you pronounce it, and if it isn't, I apologise. I might be Scottish, but I'm not from the Isles, and I don't speak Gaelic. I do, however, speak Doric, but that's not this neck of the woods. Right. Ready? And it's been absolutely hooning it down. And it's now a little bit drier. So, situation report. I'm dry. I feel a bit damp, but I'm dry and I'm warm enough. Mike has about an inch of water in his boot, which means every time he changes gear the water runs from his toes to his heel, and both Mike and Ben are quite wet. I don't think Mike is terribly impressed with his Alpinestars Drystar jacket, because it isn't dry. Awesomeness. Thank you very much, sir, much appreciated, or madam. The sky is lovely, but it's also very wet today. And rain again. Well, at least we've got the coffee in the dry. And now the road to Staffin. Not in the same sort of weather conditions we had yesterday for doing the Bealtair Bar. I think that was a good call doing the Bealtair Bar yesterday, given the weather conditions today. Now this is a road that I have travelled physically, never, but on Google Maps I've done it quite a few times, so hopefully Google Brain will see me right. Have you got fog between your pinlock then? It's pretty bleak and desolate up here, isn't it? So yeah, a bit wet and cold, so heated grips on 2, heated seat on 2, and it's not an uncomfortable place to be. Ooh, that's a long walk, isn't it? I hate walking on tarmac. I'd much rather walk on a track. That's a big old pack too. Electric bikes are the way, aren't they, for this kind of hill? Post 50s. I'm not sure how much charge I'd have left after this hill though. The thing is, you can cope with an electric bike having a reasonable amount of range because it's all relative to what you would be doing pedalling, but an electric motorbike, well, not so much. Charge times are ridiculous. Look at that. Oh, worst of two evils. Took the pothole rather than the gravel, but come. That is a bit dramatic, isn't it? Paul there, it's a biggie. Right, series of switchbacks here again on the way down. One of these days I'm going to come back and walk along there. It just looks stunning. Let's just skip the grid. And then a photo shoot over there. Yeah. Alright. Here's the concentrating bit. Oh, thank you very much, sir. I wonder if that man's a biker. Oh, mate. Yeah, what's not to love? We just turn around now. Oh, could be, don't know. What did you say? What did you say? Alien Covenant? Yeah. So I'm repeating some of the stuff you're saying because I'm mic'd up and you're not. Just to make a bit more sense, but. Yeah. That's geologically outstanding, isn't it? Sheep. Hello, sheep friends. That is awesome. Quite fancy a wild camp up there, that'd be epic. It is a bit visor steamy though, isn't it? Thank you very much. Cameras are not going to do that justice, but it does look awesome. I'll try and concentrate on the road. What an awesome bit of road. I think that was worth it. That was worth getting soaked, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll get past there, mate. Thank you. Is that? No, that's a Triumph Tiger. That's a, yeah. Yeah. What, the F900? Oh, it was an F900. That was a Tiger 850, I think, or a 900, and then the other one was an F900. Yeah. Yeah. Just for the benefit of those watching but not listening, Mike's discussing potential new bike choices. Is it fair to say, Mike, that you've clicked over the 50 mark and you've realised that your MT10 is not the ideal touring bike? Yeah. A translation to that is yes. Awesome. Well, the thing about touring is you just get the weather you get, don't you? You gotta keep the faith. Yeah, recurring theme about your kit, isn't there? Just before you came onto comms, I was just detailing how you weren't that impressed with your Alpinestars Drystar jacket, which is neither dry nor starry. I don't think it's particularly indicative of Alpinestars kit generally. Mine is absolutely bomb-proof, but I think it's more than twice the price yours was, isn't it? No. And entry level is probably the way to phrase it. Textile jacket for getting the odd shower on a ride out, not for sitting on the M6 in 8 hours of deluge. Yeah, they're expensive, the laminated jackets, aren't they? But I think they do their stuff. It's almost worth turning around and doing it the other way, you know. If it was a nice day, I think I'd advocate that. You know, as views go, mate, that isn't bad. Just as well you're not mic'd up. There'll be train whistles right, left and centre. I needed that coffee though. Still got Ben, can't see him. Alright, good. Riding his own ride. It's only taken 3 days to beat that into him, hasn't it? Wow. I don't know what it is, it's just island, sea, peninsula. It's very scenic, isn't it? Yeah, here we go again. I don't know what it is about people. They see a bike coming and you think, oh, I'll just pull out in front of that. Yeah. This is not the weather we ordered. Yeah, this is reminiscent of the M6 coming up, isn't it? Ah, there. Ah, just wetter than a wet thing. I shouldn't giggle really. For those of you who can't hear the sound in my helmet, Mike's just commenting on the areas of his anatomy which has now been touched by cold water. I guess that Alpinestars Drystar jacket's not getting a 5-star review then, Mike. I think if all you're doing is getting on your bike at a weekend on a nice day, happy days. But if you're going to come and do this when you haven't really got any choice, you either ride your bike or you don't ride your bike because it's too wet, then you need some decent kit, don't you? Yeah, I mean, in fairness, I wouldn't have the kit that I've got if it wasn't for the fact that I'm commuting to work, irrespective of the weather. You do not want to arrive at work freezing cold and hypothermic. I suspect there's many more coffee stops on our way back than there were here. I don't know whether I'm actually going to get any sound on this GoPro because it's now so wet. Yeah, somewhere around about that, but I'm not trusting the weather forecast because it's just been wrong all the way through. The thing is, weather forecasts just go out the window when you hit Scotland, especially the west. Right, Portree, stop for another brew then. The variety of road surfaces we've been on the last few days though, just incredible. They're on a sort of rolling programme of doing the roads around here, aren't they? Because they get such a hard time in the winter. So, I mean, some of those roads we were on earlier on today are much, much better than they were last time I was there. I mean, there was bits of really wide two-way carriageway, which last time I was there was single track with passing places. Look behind you, look in your mirror. That's stunning. Yeah, it's Portree, it's lovely. Let's find somewhere to stop. Should have maybe gone down the front there, mate. Let's get this a bash. Yeah. Whoa, that's a pungent aroma of fish. Is he? Gives you a hard time. Yeah. Yeah, Ruth absolutely delights in when I tell her that she's... Well, if I... Well, it's not that I leave my indicators on because they're self-cancelling, but on the times they don't cancel quick enough, she absolutely delights in telling me that it hasn't cancelled. Oh, yeah. Your verdict, Ben?
You can have a half smile.
Half smile.
It's 12 out of 10, not impressed.
So, Mike, let's have a little video review. Let's start that again. A little video review of your Alpinestars
Fully waterproof jacket.
Andes Tourer 3. Yeah.
Get the bit where it says dry.
So it does say it on there, like.
Drystar, there we go.
It's a funny way of spelling sponge.
Drystar. True, it's pronounced wrong. Waterproof and breathable.
It's neither of those things.
Mist resistant on a good day. I'm actually lost for words. I've never worn anything that was so obviously not fit for purpose. And the saleswoman looked me in the eye and said, "Oh, this is the Drystar's mustard. It's very, very good. You should buy this."
It's not happy.
Huh?
I wouldn't be happy either.
It's 2 days old. I'd had it for 10 hours. We came up the M6, and by the time we were finished, I was chuffing soaked. The RST trousers as well. Brand new. Honest to Christ, it's like aqua kit. I don't know what to say. It's like a wet suit.
I think, yeah.
Where you get wet and it keeps you warm. But you are wet. It's not waterproof. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
I think it does a very good job. It's say if you used to weigh yourself, keeping the water in and not out. You know what I mean?
Honestly, if it wasn't so funny, I'd be dismayed. Seriously. Absolutely appalling. Highly, highly do not recommend.
How's your day?
My day was alright, and on that note, or as Clarkson used to say on Top Gear, on that bombshell, we'll probably leave it there. Don't be buying that.
Don't be buying it. Do not be buying Alpinestars waterproof, weatherproof. Aye.
Now, in fairness, mine's an Alpinestars suit, but it was over double the price of his, and I am dry.
This dude said this was waterproof.
And I am just saying that just to wind him up, but I am dry.